Right guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make 5 to 10k a month, relatively easy, writing ads with AI. So for context, this is one of the brands that I work with. As you can see in August, they've done just under 200k, and 2 months previous to that, they were doing like 40k a month. I came in, I helped them with ad scripts and creative strategy and helped them scale to just under 200k. Now I've got another 3 clients that I do this for, all whilst I'm in the process of building my own e-commerce brand. Now I'm going to get into later on in the video why I think this is almost a blue ocean opportunity, right? But first of all, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to go through. I'm going to show you what you'll be doing for these brands, how to find these brands, and how to differentiate yourself from the thousands of other people in their inboxes pitching stupid services. So let's get into the video. Right, so who are you going to be targeting here? So first of all, when I say blue ocean and you see e-commerce, you're probably like, that's not fucking blue ocean. Everybody wants to work with e-commerce brands, right? Now, I'll get to that in a second, but we want to be targeting people who are selling a problem-solving product. You can't pitch this service to people who sell jewellery or fashion, because we're going to be writing kind of more hardcore direct response ads for them. So like, how are you going to write a hardcore direct response ad for a jewellery product? Just doesn't work. They need to be actively spending money on ads. So if you come across a brand and they just say, oh, we just do SEO and organic, fuck them, you don't want to work with them, they're going nowhere. And they have a clear lack of direction in their marketing. Now I'll go through what that looks like in a second. But what are you going to be offering them? The main things that you're going to be offering them is creative strategy that focuses on direct response, right? So I'm not talking about basic aesthetic looking static ads or 20-second UGC videos. I'm not talking about that. You're going to be offering them, so that's the strategy part that you'll offer them. Then actual ad scripts for UGC and VSLs, static ads that you can now make with AI, and video concepts that you can now make with AI tools like Google VO3 and now Sora 2. Now, this is where this is different. This is where you actually win with this. How are you going to be delivering it? You're actually going to be applying for roles, or the second one, you can act as like a freelancer mini agency. Right now, I'm going to go over what this means right now. A lot of people, when they come into this like copywriting world or service-based business world, they want to go out and pitch a service to someone. I want to start an agency, right? Now, there's a few things that are wrong with that. One, you don't know what you don't know, and the chances of you actually being successful at that very early stage when you know nothing about marketing is very slim. I'm just going to tell you that, right? Because I'd done the exact same thing. When I first started, I was doing media buying like 4 years ago. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I wasn't getting great results. I got not bad results, but I wasn't getting great results, and I couldn't hold a client down. Now that is why being in-house for someone is actually a really good plan. Like if I was to go back 4 years ago and start again, that's what I would do. I would try and find a brand that's cool, and then I would offer to work in-house for them. Now before you start saying, I want to be my own boss, right? There's time for that, but what if I said to you, you're going to get 5 to 10k a month for working in this role, and you never have to outreach a client. You're going to learn a ton of shit, and you're going to get instant feedback on all of your work from people who know more than you. Sounds like a good deal to me. Or you can become like a freelancer mini agency. So you reach out to the same brands, but instead of working in-house with them, you maybe have, like me, I've got 4 clients right now, and I've got a set of deliverables, maybe 30 ad concepts per month and 50 statics, or 25 video concepts, whatever it may be, and you charge them some sort of retainer like I do. So that's the 2 ways that you're going to be delivering, right? Now let's go into who you're going to be targeting. So I've got this brand up here that I found, Absolute Collagen. Pretty cool looking brand. This is a problem solving product, perfect. If we go in and look at their ad library, right, what are we looking for? Well, first of all, they're actively spending money on ads, and they've got a problem-solving product, right? So they've got 54 ads running right now, which is decent. It's not that much, but what we're looking for now, they've got a clear lack of direction in their marketing. So if we look at this brand, right, now they've got some not bad ads, but they're running a lot of statics, and 18-second VSL videos, UGC videos, right? So what are we going to be pitching these brands? Well, what is the main thing? Number one is the creative strategy that focuses on direct response. I'm going to show you vaguely how to do that. But this is kind of the main thing. Ad scripts for UGC and VSLs. Because the problem that a lot of these brands have is they're running these 20-second ads that maybe doesn't work as well on colder traffic. People who don't know, like, or trust this brand, 20 seconds maybe isn't enough to actually convert them. So what we're going to do is we're going to help them by writing them a longer form script and actually helping them create that video so that they can run it on paid traffic. Now, how do we do that? Well, I've got this Claude project. If you want access to this, click the link in the description. But this is my VSL creator, right? Now, all I need to do to write a 3-minute, 5-minute, 7-minute VSL script for these guys is, one, normally I would create some sort of brief for them, right? And then I would use that. But we could literally just come over their marine collagen supplement drink. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Go Full Page. And I'm going to take an entire screenshot of their entire product. I'm going to download it as a PDF, and then I'm going to add it in to... Now, this is me, like if I was reaching out to this brand, this is exactly what I would do. I would come in here and I would find some sort of gap in their marketing. Now, the main gap that I can see is they're running really aesthetic looking ads. They've got some short UGC videos, but nothing's really solving the problem for their audience. And this is quite a big problem, like wrinkle repair, thicker hair. This is all really like, we can tap into a lot of emotions for this in our marketing, but they just don't seem to be doing it here. So what I'm going to do is, what's one of the angles that they're running? Right, so I've just went onto their website and I can see one of the main things is, let's go for increase in hair like density. So in their current ads, they don't seem to be talking too much about that. Maybe they are. Firmer skin, reduced wrinkles, boosted hair health. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an ad specifically for hair growth. Write me a 3-minute VSL script to be spoken by a UGC creator. Main angle is hair health. Now, I'm keeping that very basic. Obviously, I would go a little bit deeper if I was, one, actually reaching out to this brand, and two, if I was working with this brand. But there you go. So this is going to write a 3-minute VSL script, right, that dives a lot deeper into this customer's problems, shows them exactly the root cause of their problems and why everything else that they've tried before hasn't worked and why our product is better. I can then take this VSL and I can reach out to this brand and be like, hey, I noticed that you've got 54 ads running. Some of them look really nice, but I noticed you're running a lot of like 18 to 30 second UGC videos. I think with your product, with a longer form script, diving more into the problems that they're experiencing, what life could be like after your product, you would see an increase in your cold traffic success. And we could probably reduce your CPA on Facebook. Here's that script. Do you want to jump on a call? Something like that, right? But this is why this is kind of blue ocean, right? Because the people who are targeting brands like this is, number one, big agencies, right? I know all of my friends that own e-commerce brands are constantly looking to hire in-house creative strategists because they're sick of working with agencies. Don't get me wrong, there's some really good agencies out there, but 90% of their experiences with agencies have been shit. That's why they want someone in-house who really understands their product, really understands their audience, who can be dialed in and tapped into their team. So that's why I think this is a bit of like a blue ocean. And the main reason that this is kind of blue ocean is because there's not, number one, this is actually quite a hard skill to learn. If you can write emails, but like emails are relatively easy to write nowadays, especially with AI. Landing pages are relatively easy to write with AI. Because if we think about how the funnel works, When someone's on the email list, they're further down the funnel. When someone's on the landing page, they're further down the funnel. But if you're putting a cold traffic ad in front of someone, it's a whole different ballgame to have the skill to be able to write an ad script for that type of cold traffic and actually get it to work. So number one, it's actually quite hard and it's a skill. Two, there's nobody really reaching out to these brands offering them these type of scripts. And that's exactly what a brand like this needs. I mean, they're doing quite well, just basically scaling off aesthetics. But if we just come in and add a little bit more direct response into their ads, these guys could be scaling like really hard. And that is what gives you like a bit of an unfair advantage. So obviously we have things like Gemini, which but I'm going to do a video totally dedicated to static ads on this. But we can make ads. I'll show you like one of the ads that I made. So if you look here, this is actually some image ads that I created literally just with Gemini. And I've been basically selling these image ads to brands. But I'm going to do a full video dedicated to that later on. But you can offer them this. And then also what else you can offer them is these. This is like some of the Google VO3 videos that I was making.
Donuts that make you feel like sweet and snackable. Enhanced donut holes.
So that's like a pretty nuts video just to be making with AI. Now obviously you're not going to make the entire videos with AI, but you can make some pretty crazy hooks that like nobody else can see.
I always struggled with my skin until I found this.
We've got UGC stuff that's pretty sick. And then when we come into like more health brands, we can do like medical diagrams like this. Now this was all created completely with AI. So that was for like a joint repair supplement. And it shows you like how the joint works underneath it. And these can all be used for VSLs, for your VSL script. So you can actually come in as one person and offer them static ads, ad scripts, creative strategy, and you can essentially deliver on all of this just by using AI. Now, this is where the real magic of this comes, right? I've come over to an ad library, and now this is Nuru. Some of you guys might know them, big health brand, but these guys are so sick at like creating VSLs, right? Now, these type of videos...
Just 15 minutes at-home edema relief. 3 facts about edema in under 30 seconds.
Now, you might be looking at that being like, nobody fucking buys from ads like that. I can tell you right now, the ads like that work better than your shitty fucking 20-second UGC videos. And what we're going to be offering brands is brands who are lacking in this kind of direct response element, you can come in and be like, look, now I'm not saying that you come in and offer them videos that look exactly like that. You're going to need to brand them a little bit more. But you come in and you write scripts that are a little bit more hardcore, a little bit more direct, and you could quite easily scale some of these brands and take a healthy either salary or retainer off them. Right, so normally what I would do at this point is I would give you a 45-page document to go out and do this yourself, right? But I've just not made one yet. So my suggestion to you is, one, get on the email list. That's completely free. That's below. And I'm going to be giving out a lot of sauce over the next week, month, couple of months. Number two, check out the product in the description. Because that's basically just the full process of how I'm doing this. It's like 7 hours worth of content, all the prompts for creating the videos, making the ads, making the static ads, actually reaching out to brands and offering this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. So make sure you check that out, like, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video.